Hi, my name is Dr. Nate Okpych, and in this 4 in 4 video, I'll be summarizing findings from 2017 study called Who Goes to College? Social Capital and Other Predictors of College Entry for Foster Care Youth. So this study was all about looking at factors that may influence the likelihood that youth with foster care histories enroll in college. First question was all about social capital. These were supports and resources that are embedded in the relationships that youth have with other people. Second was broad range of background characteristics that may increase or decrease the likelihood that youth enroll in college. And at the time this article was written, most of the knowledge in this area was really based on small studies or studies that didn't have representative samples that weren't meant to generate generalizable knowledge. So this study was meant to be a quantitative study that was rigorous, that looked at a wide range of predictors. So the sample includes 711 young people, representative sample of young people who participated in the Cal Youth study and who also gave us permission to access their administrative data. A lot of the background characteristics were created from survey responses that we conducted with youth at age 17, as well as child welfare administrative data. We obtained information on youth's college from the National Student Clearinghouse when youth were about 20 years old. Main outcome for this study is whether or not youth enrolled in college, yes or no. And we counted both two-year colleges and four-year colleges. For social capital, one of our main measures was something called institutional agents. Youth were able to name different types of people as people they turn to for support. And an institutional agent is a non-family adult who's in a position of authority, who acts on youth's behalf to get them knowledge and resources, advocate for the youth, and serve as a cultural guide. We also looked at whether or not youth received a lot of encouragement from school personnel to pursue higher education, as well as several other competing hypotheses that had to do with social capital. We also looked at a really wide range of risk and protective factors, and you can see the article for more information. And we used regression analyses. So some findings, about half of the young people enrolled in college. This was predominantly in two-year colleges. Less than half of the youth nominated an institutional agent, and about 2 in 3 young people received a lot of school encouragement. And what we found when we looked at these as predictors of college enrollment is that each additional institutional agent increased the odds that youth enrolled in college by about 39%. And in supplemental analyses, we found that this was explained by youth getting more help with preparing for college. We also saw that the odds of enrolling in college were higher for youth who received a lot of encouragement from school personnel versus youth who received less encouragement. There were also several other factors that increased, several other factors that decreased the odds of enrollment. So one of the implications is that whether or not young people with care histories go to college is influenced by whether or not youth have supportive relationships with adults in their lives. Adults who can leverage their positional power, mobilize college relevant knowledge and resources. Since we know a lot of these young people do not have institutional agents in their lives, we need to increase accessibility and utilization of these institutional agents. We also saw that encouragement, particularly from school personnel, is what influenced youth's chances of going to college. So if you'd like more information about this article, you can download a one-page summary at nateokpych.com. You can also request a free copy of the full article and watch other 4 in 4 videos.